G'day, I'm Big Bro. In this multi-part segment, I'm going to be talking about hacking your LinkSYS WRT router. Now, the LinkSYS WRT router is a standard home router. In these segments, I'm going to be using a WRT54G. Some versions of the G by itself can also be used. Pretty much a standard home router that can be picked up from most computer shops. I bought mine from CPL in Australia. Pretty cheap and pretty common. So the LinkSYS WRT router, most people know it as a standard home router, but not as many people know that the source code for it is released under the GPL. That pretty much means that people who are smarter than you or me can download the source code, modify it, or rebuild it from scratch, allowing it to do many more interesting things than it was originally intended to do. So in this first segment, I'm going to be showing you how you can flash OpenWRT onto the LinkSYS router, and how that'll help you as just a standard home router with some extra features. So first we'll download the firmware from the OpenWRT site. And once you've got that on your PC, we'll plug in the power for this, plug in the Ethernet cable into your PC, and let's get going. Okay, so once you've downloaded the firmware from the OpenWRT site, and in this case saved it onto our desktop, we'll open up the router administration panel. Now, defaultly that's at 192.168.1.1. The username and password by default is also admin and admin, so if you're having trouble with that, just try using those passwords. So once we're in the router, we'll go to administration and then go over to firmware upgrade. Make sure for this that you are using Ethernet and not wireless, as this can cause a few hiccups. Now, obviously doing something like this can be a bit risky. You do have the chance of bricking your router, so if you're worried about the warranty or voiding anything or breaking it, don't do it. But if you're ballsy like me, we'll just go to the desktop, select the proper image, and click upgrade. Now, this will take a few minutes. We'll just wait for this to finish upgrading and then skip right along. Now what we'll do to lock the new firmware in place, there's a little hole on the back that says reset. All you have to do is get a pen or a pin or something similar, put it in there, hold it in there for about 10 seconds, and it should reset everything. Now after resetting it and playing with the power, you can see that we've got OpenWRT up. This is the main web administration panel, and in a second I'll just show you some cool things that you can do with it. Okay, so now we've got it up and running, I'll show you a few handy things. OpenWRT by itself is a pretty standard, basic operating system, but when you expand from there, it allows you to download many packages, and in further segments we'll actually be customizing it to have like a portable mini Linux operating system. But for now it comes with the bare bones of an operating system. Looking through, you've got the top panel, which lets you go to the different configuration menus. Can pretty much set the different things you need for the wireless, etc., things like that. But yeah, as I said, it is very bare bones. What we'll be looking at in detail in different segments is the installed software function. It shows you everything that comes with the router, and when you have an internet connection you can install more packages. Also, we now have good SSH access to it. we have full root access to it, and we can read, write and do whatever we want to it. So from now, in later segments, I'll expand on cooler things you can do with it, other software we're going to install, and where to go from there. Hope you enjoyed this segment and have fun. Try not to brick your router.